places where the map ends and the unknown begins, where shadows whisper and the truth hides in plain sight. Welcome to Agents of the Unexplained, the broadcast for those who seek what others fear to find. Here is your host, Bill Rigby.
Bill Rigby leads the way into the strange. Whispers in the static, truth inside.
Hello, everybody. We're here, and I've been busy with our guest getting things set up, and I didn't even set up my extra phone here for this, but that's fine. I'll get it going. Hello, Johnny. Hi, Dave. But let me tell you a little bit about this gentleman, and I'm dead serious. He's one of those soft-spoken Southern gentlemen. He really is a very, very, very nice gentleman, and I got a lot of respect for him. He has his sightings, he has his experiences, and he's going to tell us about it. I got some pictures to share that he shared with me, and I'm going to screw it up, John. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Let me bring him on. He can introduce himself so I don't screw it up again.
You did fine, Bill. Hey, how are you tonight, Bill?
Oh, I'm doing good, buddy.
Good.
Thank you for being here. But
Well, it's an honor. Thank you for having me.
I'm excited. I really am.
Me too.
And I will say this. I was looking forward to it, and that
Me too.
we were trying to get things together
Yes.
last fall, end of summer, fall. But then I had to take a break for
Yes.
my wife and me and that. But right away, I'd ask you to get your butt on here with
Yes.
me.
Yes, you did. Yes, sir.
But I'll let you introduce yourself, John.
Well, sure. Well, my name is Jon Fuquay, and I'm from originally from Raleigh, North Carolina, our state's capital. Kind of a city boy who longed for many years to live in rural areas, and at this time we're kind of progressing in that direction. But I live right now in a small town to the south of Raleigh, some 40 miles south of Raleigh. I'm a little nervous, Bill. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You go for it, brother. You're doing great.
Right. Well, thank you. In 2001, I moved from Raleigh to a community called Fuquay, Varina, Fuquay-Varina, about 15 miles to the southwest of Raleigh. And it's a ancestral tie through my father's lineage to Fuquay.
Right.
And
that's Greek, folks. No, it ain't.
Well, all I got was the name. The town was founded on mineral water, streams, like so many towns in the South, But the bottle company was formed many, many years ago, but I understand they went belly up. In the 50s. And I don't know a lot of history, Bill, about on my father's side, more on my mother's side. But I think the descendant of the original Fuquay that found the springs, stumbled upon the springs, sold his interest to this bottling company in order to pay for 1 year's tuition over at UNC in Chapel Hill. And that must have been circa 1900 or something like that. So all I got was the name, I go shopping in Fuquay. Do you own the town? People ask. Yeah, that's from using credit cards.
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
The town owns me.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much so. It did at one time.
Yeah. But but like I said, you're one heck of a great Southern gentleman.
You're
Your
very
demeanor, the whole 9 yards.
thank
Um,
you, Bill.
and I love the Southern people.
Oh, thank
Um,
you, Bill.
uh, but the
Yeah.
question is,
Mm-hmm.
you had a sighting.
Yes.
What year was that?
2021 in January of that year, 6 years ago, or 5 years ago, excuse me. But my first
Wow.
experience dates back 25, 26 years ago, 2001, when I went to visit a state park in the area and went there with the intention of fishing along one of our major river systems. I'll just tell you, it's the Cape Fear River.
Yep.
Been there in years. So my first experience was vocalizations, hearing vocalizations, very loud ones, a vocal exchange. And so I didn't know how to interpret that at the time, Bill. So later on, I ordered the Sierra Sounds, Ron Moorhead, and then things began to click. The aftermath of that. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, I actually volunteered at that park a few years later. And the volunteer coordinator, just in conversation one afternoon, told me about the sounds she had heard in that same area. We compared notes, and it was the same thing. She attributed it to the paranormal instead of Bigfoot. She didn't believe in Bigfoot, but she asked me, "Did it sound like a blend of Gaelic and the native tongue, Native
Hmm.
American tongue?" And it did. It did. So the Scots founded the area we live in that park area. They were the first European settlers in this area. So there you have it.
Um, well, I- from what I've learned, that some people call it samurai chatter. I hate calling it that because
Yes.
I call it chatter.
Yes.
The thing is they eh, mimic
Mm-hmm.
and copy words that the people are saying. They copy and mimic animal sounds, bird
Mm.
sounds, owls. So yeah, I believe they were talking Gaelic.
Yeah.
Some of it, the rest is some kind of chatter. I
Mm-hmm.
do believe. Um,
Right.
it makes it interesting, the
Yes.
different areas and the different things people say,
Right.
like the Ohio Grass Man. Um, the one I saw didn't speak.
Mm.
Um, the Ohio Bigfoot researchers is out there. The
Mm.
man himself, who has spotted six, I think,
Yes.
Bigfoots, and he watched the family of them at Salt Fork, Ohio.
Wow.
And and I had another friend that seen him use sign language.
Wow. Yeah. Mm.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know, it, their communication is just crazy.
Yes.
And something you shared with me and you made public on your YouTube channel,
Yeah.
which
You're right.
you're going to have to give the link to the people.
Oh, sure.
Uh, December 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Explain. Because
Yeah.
this is another form of communication.
Oh, it certainly is that. And let me set a little bit of context. So
Mhm.
I work in a small town, and this is like halfway home on my daily commute. So because of the convenience of that, and this area has been an area of interest for many years for me now. Um, it's a state park, same state park actually. I stopped by there after work around 4:45, 5 o'clock. As soon as I park in alongside of this bridge, it's a gravel road, about 2 to 3 miles of gravel road in this area, and there's a little pull off. So I park there. Usually, there's never anyone there, almost year round. And let's see. So I started hearing knocks. Well, I've heard knocks in that area before, but nothing like I experienced on that afternoon.
Right.
So I whip out my phone, and start filming all this. I did it in segments. I never really intended to make it public until I later raised the level of the background forest sounds, Bill,
Mhm.
and could hear it clearer. But in real time, it was so loud, it's just loud percussion, wood on wood, or perhaps rock on wood. And there were a couple very close to me on the other side of this little creek. I was on this path that runs adjacent to this creek, and eventually this path peters out. But up on the other side of this creek, there's a kind of a tall ridge, and I would assume now, in the aftermath of these knocks, the prolific amount of knocks I was hearing farther in the distance were being answered back, at least
Yes,
on
it was.
2 or 3 occasions. And in the same area, it was like it was like following me as I,
Well,
walked along
let
the
me
path.
clarify something on these knocks too.
Sure.
The, the sets he was hearing to begin with
Mhm.
was like bang, 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 pause for maybe 4 or 5 seconds, bang, 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 pause. And it's like it's something drilling. But at the same time, you're hearing that creek run, the
Mhm.
water running, but you're hearing this louder over
Mhm.
the creek running.
Yes.
I'm using the Western Pennsylvania slang of the creek.
Right. They use it down here too, Bill, in the South. So
But
you're right.
I had to do that. But
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, on the other side here, you hear that real loud response,
Mm-hmm. Like an
and it's
explosion.
all wood on wood. You could
Mm-hmm.
tell it's wood on wood, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Right.
because I did ask you, is there a drilling area near there? And
Mm-hmm.
you flat out told me no.
Mm-mm. Hundreds
So,
of acres on that side of the
yeah,
river. Yeah. All park
and,
property.
um, so it is very interesting,
Yes,
and
sir.
and yeah, 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 you're right.
Yeah.
They
Oh, I
were
see it now.
telling all of the family group that people was moving in their direction. Yeah, I
Yes.
believe that's true, and you know he's been amongst Bigfoots a lot, so
Yeah.
he could be 110% right. But the
Yes.
thing is, it was so pronounced, even with the creek running there, headed toward the river.
Right.
You hear that water running loud, but it was
Yeah.
over that, and it was a short distance away from that creek, where the
Yes.
creek should have been covering it up.
Yes.
So I was impressed with that.
Well, thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't, after about close to 30 minutes, I just made my way out of there. I had enough and felt a little threatened. And Bill, I don't know what you think about this, but I don't know. Ever since 2020, 2021, being out in the field quite a bit of amount of time back in those years of being watched, just at times of overwhelming feeling of
Yep.
being watched. It's pervasive, throughout your whole body. And I was experiencing that on that day as well. So I think
Yeah.
they were close by.
If your gut telling you you're being watched, you was being watched.
You're being watched. Yes.
Um, I go with my gut.
Right.
I
Right.
always have. Uh,
Yes.
and well, I can't say I always have because a few times I didn't and got me in trouble, put me in positions I shouldn't be in.
Right.
But
Hmm.
so I follow my gut.
Right.
Um, Now, I've been followed by something large bipedal,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in some thick brush. They were on the other side of the thick brush, but you could hear them walk every time I stopped. you can hear them stop.
Stop. Yeah.
Every time I walk, they walk. So
Mhm.
yeah, that worried me big time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
It's
so yeah.
it's happened to me on 2 occasions. Once with a friend of mine who started this channel with me, where the video trailer is for the Knox. Her name is Lisa Sullivan. She's a local in this area. She's in our group. I mean, she helped me form our Facebook group, and just a tremendous amount of knowledge. She's dedicated a lot of years to do this, studying this subject, and she's had some experiences. We've had mutual experiences since we met out in the field. We were paced in the same area where I had been paced in 2007. In 2007, this park was just a dot on the map. It's hugely popular now on the weekends mostly, but back then, no, it was it had one single wide trailer for the park office. And I was in there basically alone on a January day, a mild day. We have once in a while, the first week or second week in January, you'll have 60s or 70s. Well, such was the case on that day.
Right.
And so I was checking out this campground, and as soon as I started back toward the parking area, which was some 2.5 miles, I was 2.5 miles at least deep into the forest. I was being paced, just like you said. I would stop, it would stop, I would proceed, it would follow just to my right, out of I couldn't see it, just hear it, and I would stop and it would stop. It finally ended about a half a mile from the parking lot. So yeah, it was frightening.
Yeah, well, it bothered me. This is before my sighting, and I could tell it was bipedal. I spent a lifetime in the woods.
Yes.
Hunting, hiking, camping, just going out in the woods and camp. Even though you're not supposed to be in that area, I still went and camped.
Sure.
I didn't disturb it, but the area, but I just had to get out there. And
absolutely,
I know the different animals, and the worst animal that they hear in the woods and starts to freak you out is a chipmunk.
Right. Sorry.
The noisy little SOBs, but I've seen bears, up close and almost too personal.
Yes.
And one was over 500 pounds.
Yeah.
And that thing waddled when it walked. We followed it, but we kept our distance. No, Dr. Pepper Rigby, really, David? Yes. But anyhow, Tim wants to know, what's your Facebook group's name?
Yeah, it's a private group, but he's certainly welcome to join. It's like 26 members right now. It's called North Carolina Cryptid Research and Investigations. Very long title, but I'll be sure to get a link.
I'm definitely going to join.
Well, thank you, Bill.
And but the thing is, when you were getting followed, the hairs on the back of your neck, was they standing up?
They were. And at that time, the first time that happened, I was very overweight and trying to traverse those hills in that area. See, this area in our state is where the all the granite and everything in the Piedmont area, from the mountains to foothills. And this is the area where it just kind of gently gives way to the coastal plain and the softer sediments and all. So it's a perfect habitat, year-round habitat for these to live in. And so I was going up, one hill. I was 240 pounds then, and I'm like 180 now. So I was younger, but I had a lot of difficulty, and I thought I was a goner at one point.
Yeah.
Because I just like about to give up, But I was very, very frightened. It was traumatizing. Yeah.
Yeah, it nerve-wracking to
Yeah, yeah,
no extent. And
yeah. Right.
I got on my phone and I
Uh,
messaged Jamie King, who is another big researcher in this area.
Yes, sir.
And I never met him before, uh,
Yeah.
but I talked to him on Facebook and that
Right.
through messages. And I messaged, I went, Jamie, you out here?
Right.
And he goes, yeah, I'm home from work. I kind of got exposed to COVID, so I can't go
Oh,
back into work even though I
right.
don't have it. And I went,
Yes.
okay.
Hmm.
Um, so I told him what was going on. And the first thing he said is, get out of there. And if you see it, don't look in the eyes. I says, Jamie,
Yeah.
I'm afraid to move yet
Hmm.
because I'm surrounded by heavy brush. I want to hear if it moves.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to go after a little bit. He says,
Yeah.
don't look in the eyes. I says,
Right.
believe me, no, I won't. I
Yeah.
understand the predator aspect of it.
Sure.
Um, but it didn't move. And after about 10 minutes, I finally walked out to the trail
Hmm.
and beat feet out of there.
Ha! Good for
And
you,
I'm
Bill.
like, but it didn't follow me up toward the trail. I was hoping so I get up the
Right.
trail and look back and see if it's there, which I kept
Right.
looking back. I never
Yes.
saw it.
Never saw it. Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
but yeah, nerve wracking.
Oh yes, very nerve
Yeah,
wracking. My first visual in 2021, I was more traumatized than I realized at the time, and it had lingering effects, which I've heard is quite commonplace among people that have these types of encounters. The very first visual, you don't expect it, and it just happens, and you're just like overwhelmed. That's I came home, Bill. I was trying to film. I was in the interior of this park,
mm,
way off trail,
yeah.
probably about half a mile from the nearest trail. And then, I was filming tree breaks. There were a few teepee structures in that area, twists, several twists, and then I just kind of rest a minute. I stopped filming, Bill. My smartphone, that's all I've had all these years. Um, and so I kind of glance up, up this 2 to 3 degree rise right in front of me, and that's kind of strange looking. It looks out of place, and so I took my camera, zoomed in as tight as I could go, 10 times the magnification. That's all you can go on this type of phone. Caught up in my headphones here.
Mm,
And I couldn't believe my eyes, and the thing started moving, and I backed up and did what I've heard not to do. I just ran through the woods. I remember stumbling in
yeah.
this little creek and getting cut up by briars. But when I made it back to the trail, I did film that, thankfully, and then I looked at. But before I filmed my journey back to the car that day, and this was a January day in 2021, I realized I missed my opportunity. I didn't hit record. So this thing was etched into my mind. Yeah, it's
Uh,
just, you can't
yeah.
imagine how heartbroken I was over that and just
Mm,
traumatized by the whole experience. So with this fresh on my mind, I went home. I was very shaken. My wife Amelia, she told me, you're just white as a sheet. And I actually got so emotional I was crying.
yes.
So she helped me a day or so later do this composite drawing. This is the original. Maybe someday I'll work on it with AI or something. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about AI. Well, I
Don't
used it
do
for the
AI.
thumb.
This
Yeah,
is
I don't
better.
blame you. Yeah, but here
And
you go, Bill. This is pretty
I,
appropriate. I'm sorry.
and that's the thing. Yeah.
This
My
thing, Bill.
sighting,
Yeah,
how far away was you from that?
I would say I think probably 200 to 250 yards away. So
Okay.
I didn't get a real close up through my camera, but it was enough.
Right.
And I just the thing was just peering down at me, you know, and I was looking up at it and it was looking at me. It realized that I knew it was there and was looking at me at that point. Then it started this slow glide. It was like between two huge pine trees
Right.
up on that rise, and like this, just a half-hearted attempt to conceal itself. I suppose it
because
may
they
have been a
figure it's far
juvie.
enough away. They figure you didn't notice it, and they try to keep an eye
Right.
on you.
Exactly.
You know, like with my sighting,
Yeah.
it was at Saltport State Park there in Ohio,
Right.
and Mike that belonged to the So Speak group that was putting the camp out on there at the group camp area.
Right.
Him and my friend Debbie Preggy, we were riding around the park, checking out the park because I was never there.
Right.
Mike took us around. We get back. It's starting to get dark. It's just turning dusk and that.
Yeah.
And he goes, let's go down the Buckeye Trail here, see what we can see. We'll go in about 90 paces, stop, look around, listen, see what goes on. So we did that. First 90 paces, we stopped, looking around, not hearing anything, but a small stone or nut come flying up from the left side.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to say anything because I was thinking, oh, somebody back at camp messing with us.
Yes.
Another 90 paces. Look around, not hearing anything, not seeing anything. And another sound come up again from the left side. After about the third time of moving up, Debbie started panicking. She said, I don't like this. I want to go back. And she had a little night vision scope. I said, well, give me your scope. I said, I'll go up 90, 100 paces and I'll start scoping it out. And I don't see anything. I'll wave you up. I go up, I kneel down. I start adjusting the scope like this out of the corner of my right eye.
Yeah.
I saw a little movement, just very little. When I turned and looked, and there it was, right inside the tree line, about 15 feet from me, leaning in, looking at me like this.
Wow. Man.
Yeah, that's not what I said.
Right. I got you, Bill.
And I snickered a little bit when you said you ran.
Yeah, I did.
Because I stood up, it stood up.
Wow.
I almost filled my pants. But
sure.
This is going to be 5 years, August. So it was 2021, like you, but mine was in August. And I can honestly say at 62 years old, I ran backwards pretty damn fast without watching where I was going and not fall down until I got back to them.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Right. Yeah.
So, and I'm looking for the SOB, and it scared me. So, the shock and awe of it.
Yes.
And even at 250 yards, the shock and awe.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Because, where I was standing at the time, I don't know. I didn't know if I was surrounded. I was in kind of a clearing area surrounded by an indigenous plant to this area. The, what is it? Mountain laurel.
Yeah.
And so, drinking Dr. Pepper. That's funny. And you're right, David. It will stay with you. This day, it's indelible right here. It's etched in there. So
yes, and it's going to stay with us.
Yes,
even after we're gone from this realm.
Yes,
it's going to stay with me.
That's right.
It's embedded in my soul. I know it is because that. But you got it as brown hair on it. The drawing. Was it that color brown, darker, or lighter?
It was multicolored, actually, Bill. It was kind of a reddish. The hair was much shaggier than what I'm able to depict here, and unkempt, or it's kind of a chocolate reddish mixture, I would say.
Okay.
And all this was black. Now you have a great working knowledge of the anatomy. I don't.
No.
So all the muscle groups, everything. I don't. But this was just like this like, what is it, like Schwarzenegger?
There was no hair there, or was that?
No, it was just bare chest.
Huh.
And yeah, it had a little bit of a beard and mustache. I didn't really show it here, but the
Right.
hair was parted in the middle. And I always compared it to Zaius, Dr. Zaius in the original Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
That thing, And now I overemphasize the eyes. I could see the brow ridge. It was pronounced, the nose, and a little bit of the mouth. But the eyes were very dark and inset, and just
Right.
wide. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I did not stare into the eyes. I was afraid to look into the eyes.
Yeah.
Being that close, and it might have been a predator, and I thought I was dead anyhow. I didn't want to antagonize it worse.
Yeah.
So I did not actually get the color of the eyes. Other than it was dark, but I can tell the deep brow ridge. The hair was dark brown. Even the hair covered down here in the chest and belly area.
Yeah.
But the skin that I saw around the face.
Right.
And when he lifted his hand up when he was getting up, it was darker brown than the fur.
Wow. Man.
It was huge.
It was huge. Yeah.
It was huge. We went back down the next day, measured up on the tree next to where it was at.
Yeah.
When it stood up, and it was around 7 foot tall. So
wow.
And I'm 5'10".
Me too, Bill. Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, that was huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
But 4 foot wide in the shoulder area.
Yeah.
No neck, is all trapeze muscles.
Right. Trapezes, right.
Tim's saying some have less hair on the chest and belly hair and less hair around the face.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. And Sparky, you need a Dr. Pepper. I kept quiet long enough on that, drinking something beside Dr. Pepper. How dare he? But no, seriously. So there's similarities a lot of ways, and other ways they're different.
Yeah.
And I find that on different interviews I do on the podcast, and the people I talk to doing an investigation of a sighting, and people say, well, don't they all look alike? No. Sparky's had trees thrown at him. He had rocks thrown at him.
Me too.
And I'm crazy enough to go out with them. I think these things are trying to really put the fear of God in them or something.
Yeah.
But they do throw stuff at him.
Yeah.
And I don't mean small rocks either. I'm talking rocks.
Rocks.
And a big tree.
Yeah, I've had small rocks and even pine cones thrown at me in 2 different state parks. And they could have hit me easily. I never saw where they were coming from, but they could have easily hit me. Just always in front of me. Yeah.
One area I go and research, because they say there's a family pot of 9 that lives in that area. And this gentleman, he just passed away this fall. Had 200 acres hunting camp.
Wow.
And I got to get over to his son, see if I'm still allowed to investigate there.
Yeah.
But I went up across the creek and walked up in it at 2:30 in the morning. And I sat down on this tree. Now it's pitch black. The moon wasn't even out.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's deep in the woods.
Mm.
And it was the tree canopies help block out any light coming in anyhow, but there is no lights there. So I sit down on this deadfall tree off the side of the trail there
Mm.
and take my backpack out. I'm getting ready to get my voice recorder and my night vision out, which I should have had it out before I went up in there, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, a stone came over my shoulder and landed in front of me.
Mm.
I went, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And then another one. I said, okay, shoved the stuff back into the backpack, didn't even throw it on my shoulder. I said, I'm out.
You're out.
And I went out.
Mm-hmm.
And I jumped in my van and went home.
Yeah.
An hour drive home. I went home. I'm not staying.
I don't blame you, Bill. Yeah.
About a week and a half later, was back there again.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Debbie showed up. I said, let's take a walk up in there. I'll show you where they're throwing the stones at over me.
Mm-hmm.
And we go up, and it's not that far up in there. And there's a high wall to my right. When I was sitting down, it was to my left.
Yeah.
I was facing the way I came in.
Mm-hmm.
A creek down to the right, right off the trail.
Yeah.
I mean, it dropped straight down into the Buffalo Creek.
Yeah.
And it was throwing it from behind me.
Mm-hmm.
But I looked up and I went, that SOB was right behind me. And Debbie goes, how do you know? Because those stones didn't come through the canopy of the leaves and the branches. I would have heard it.
Right.
And she's looking around. She goes, he was only about 5 feet behind you. I said, oh my God.
Oh my, 5 feet. Mm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Then as we're looking back the way we came in, I said, look up that tree. A nice twist break on the branch that was up about 8 feet up.
Yeah.
So
8 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. And the branch was still alive.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa. And no other branches had that. So it wasn't, plus it didn't storm or anything.
Yes.
From that week and a half time.
Wow.
So that it's like,
Yeah.
And the branch was about 2.5 inches round. So it was a good thick branch.
Good thick, right. Man. That's frightening, Bill.
Yes, it is.
Right.
And but those experiences, they stick with you, but you learn from them too.
Yes. Yes. I'm constantly learning. Yeah, I don't have any of it figured out. The more experiences I have, the more research I do, Bill, I find it just all raises even more questions, you know.
Tim. Me and Tim had that discussion a few times.
Is that right?
Yeah. The more we try to study them and try to learn, there's more questions always.
Oh yeah. It's like a journey, like an odyssey. It's exciting, you know. Yeah.
Yes. And what's weird is that we've had a lot of different little experiences that all adds up to one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know crap.
Sorry. That's funny. I love watching your podcast, Bill, and your videos. Yeah. You crack me up. Yes, sir.
But that's the truth, you know.
Yeah.
And my book, which is going to be released here real soon, about my experience, it's going to tell you straight out. I'm very honest.
Yes.
I don't know nothing about it. I really don't.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm far from an expert because I do believe there's no experts out there yet.
Right.
And shut up, Sparky. Oh, gotta love him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, gotta
Absolutely.
love Sparky.
Yeah.
Keep it up. I'm going to turn your cats against you. uh, me and Sparky's been out a few times, and we're going to get
Right.
back out again here soon.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Spring is around the corner. Yeah.
we both think alike on our researching and how we look at things and the whole nine. It's a pleasure to go out with him.
That's
It really is.
Yes.
But I didn't say that, Spark.
Yeah.
Yeah, he became a really good friend too, and I like that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But you know, that out of all these experiences that you've had, what's the one thing you learned from them?
Wow. Well, I learned my takeaway, my gut feeling is that when I frequent this same area, just just constantly, it seems like over the duration of what's started out with as weeks turned into months and now years, they become very familiar with you. As if they're not migrating and they live there, they know you, they learn you,
Yep.
they observe you, and I think they know me. I'm like no one special, but they see me there, and they know my patterns.
Yeah, I agree. I agree
Right.
110%
Right.
because you know what it comes down to is they get familiar with you. They know you're not there to do harm.
Yes.
The whole 9 yards,
Right.
and uh, and that's the way I feel too.
Yes, sir.
And the other take I got on that is I don't know shit.
Right.
There's always something new
Right.
that throws a monkey wrench into it.
Absolutely.
And
Right.
BJ, I'm not accepting your excuses. You're grounded, lady. Wait till I talk to Bonnie, her mom. I love her mom.
Oh, yeah.
Her mom's a sweetheart of a lady.
Yes, sir.
And she caught one of my presentations
Oh, wonderful.
at an event that we were all at. And BJ was going to come and watch my presentation.
Right.
And her mom says, I'm going to go catch Bill. Takes off on her. So BJ had to stay with their stuff.
Right.
And the one thing, yeah, she's late too, but I forgive her. But one thing I tell everyone, and because we don't know what these things are, we really don't. We assume, but we don't know. And I said,
that's right.
Keep an open mind. That's it. And
that's it.
That convinced her. Tim wants to know, have you ever tried talking to them and see if they would come in and show themselves to you?
Yeah, I have tried that. But mostly, in my case, Tim, it's after the fact, after I've had experiences with them. Bipedal footfall and knocks, especially in this area, this area of interest. It's been an area of interest for 4 years now. I say, okay, I'm leaving. When I had pine cones thrown at me in the parking lot of a state park. Well, Johnny Tucker, our mutual friend. That's the area of interest for him. So it was like near New
the Medoc area, huh?
Medoc. It's okay. I'll say it. Medoc Park.
Yeah, Medoc.
So I was there on New Year's Eve of 2020 early, but it was fog had set in heavy. There was one guy I was talking to in the parking lot. He left, and it got foggier and foggier. I was trying to film a fancy ending to my video excursion out there that day, and all of a sudden, pine cones were being thrown at me at the edge of the parking lot out of the tree line. Went back a day or so later and filmed all the debris on the ground. And I forgot where I was going with this. Bill, what was your question? I'm sorry.
Have you tried to talk to men?
Oh, yeah. Well, I said, okay, I got it. I'm leaving. But not, I pray a lot and I say, I'm not here to harm you. I'm your friend. Yes, I did at that creek area over time.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore. But yeah, I say, I'm your friend.
I usually go in, and if I'm not saying it out loud, I try telepathically put it out there.
Yeah.
That I'm here to visit. I just want to get to know you better.
Right.
I appreciate if you show yourself. I'm not going to do no harm. And one thing that scares me the most going into the woods, and I don't carry a gun in. Some people do. I don't. And what scares me the most is coming across humans in there.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That
makes sense.
The animals don't scare me. The bears don't scare me because a black bear is more scared of you than you of it. Unless you get close to their cubs, then you're dead meat. But they'll run from you in a heartbeat. And I proved that to a policeman. They were sharing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I always tried talking to them.
Okay.
The one time I had a lot of things on my mind. I went into the trail I always walked, and I didn't say nothing because I'm concentrating on everything that was going on. My mind's all scrambled. That's why I went to the woods.
Sure. I understand that. Yes.
And I went down this trail, which was about 3/4 of miles down the trail before I turned to go into the woods. And right before where I turned to go into the woods and go across the creek and over and way in and go sit in there.
Yeah.
It's an open briar area that they cleared the woods out in that area and give a place for turkeys and pheasants. It's called the Turkey Trail. I'm just near getting close to the end of the Turkey Trail, and that cleared area is to my left. And I'm looking straight ahead, concentrating and thinking, and all of a sudden the loudest damn tree knock sounded like it was right beside me.
Wow.
It made me jump. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Yes, it's me. I did not announce myself. I've got a lot of things on my mind. Please forgive me. I'm saying all this.
Yeah.
And I go on down to where I cut into the woods and go on in, go down through the gully or the creek and go in the one area where I sit. I was in there for over an hour. Not a bird, not a chipmunk, squirrel, rabbit, nothing moved.
Nothing.
Nothing. Total quiet.
Wow.
I go, I'm sorry I ticked you off. I'll announce myself from now on so you know it's me.
Yeah.
Even though you did know it was me and let me know you're mad at me.
Right.
I'm leaving now. I'll come back and see you again, but I will announce myself.
Yeah.
I got out of that area and got out on that trail and started up the trail. And that's when I started hearing birds.
Yeah. I've experienced similar. Yeah. I've had similar experiences. Yeah. Well, I remember that, Bill, and I appreciate you passing that along to me.
So you just let them know it's you, and I think they calm down.
Right. Yeah. I think Tim is right. But I think they're very curious about me. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, they're very curious.
Right.
Even at Salt Fork, they are very curious. And Tim will tell you, the group camp area, they do circle around and watch people at that group camp. Especially in the evenings when they're sitting around the campfire and that.
Sure.
And you find signs of it because you check the area before dark, you check it the next morning, there's signs that they were
There's
there.
signs. They were there,
And
right?
so it's interesting.
Yeah,
And,
indeed. Oof.
and they do sit and watch you because that was proven at another friend of mine's research area.
Mm-hmm.
It happened there.
Mm.
Sparky wants to know, have you tried gifting?
I have, and Lisa and I have, in that same area. Lisa and I visited that area about, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, and she suggested long twisty tie, the colorful ones,
Yeah.
So we wrapped them around, and she twisted them, 3 or 4 on a small diameter tree, 2 trees. And they just stayed there like that. And I would check on them from time to time. And eventually the twists became unraveled and left it just like separated from the tree, but still kind of looped around the tree. Just the twisty part was unfastened and just left there, dropped to the ground, Still there today. They're pretty rusty, but yeah. And we've done other gifting things too. Yeah.
Now
Yeah. Sorry.
I opened up a small peanut butter jar.
Uh-huh.
The place we called the farm. Me and Debbie did this one.
Right.
We opened up and peeled the protective covering off the top of the peanut butter,
Mm-hmm.
left that little bit on it, set it down on the stump,
Mm-hmm.
then wedged the peanut butter jar
Mm-hmm.
in between a couple branches near that stump.
Right.
And we come back, the foil thing's gone. Okay, that could be a raccoon or something else taking it.
Sure. Yeah.
The jar was missing.
Wow, Bill.
But then we found the lid
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
way over that way.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking in circles,
Mm-hmm.
making bigger and bigger, trying to find that jar.
Mm-hmm.
And we found the lid, and
Mm-hmm.
then we found the jar.
And found the jar. Right.
Totally clean. It was a
Wow.
full jar of peanut butter.
My
It
goodness.
was totally clean. Did a raccoon open it? That's a possibility.
Yeah.
But I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we didn't have a camera on it to see.
Mm-hmm.
Next time I try that one there at the farm, I'm going to put a game camera on it
Yeah.
and see how
Good
it goes
idea.
from there
Sure.
and see what happens.
Yeah.
And I believe game cameras are a deterrent for
Mhm.
Bigfoot,
Mm-hmm.
but
I think that's the general consensus. Yeah, because of the infrared, and they can
Yeah.
see. They detect it. Right.
you do get some game camera photos of them grabbing and turning it or
Mm-hmm.
brushing up against it, and they didn't, for some reason, they didn't see it.
Didn't see it. Right.
And I got my own theory how to use game cameras, and
Yeah.
that's where my last guest, they were on this past Saturday, Shane
Mhm.
Spencer and
Yeah.
Jessica.
Shane. Uh-huh.
And I told him, and he said, put it up about 20 feet in the air. I says, you've been listening to me. Because that's what I said. Put it 20 feet up in the air, put it in an angle,
And
go
an angle.
down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I said, it's possible you catch something. Everyone's putting it set 6 to 8 feet in the air.
Wow. Yeah. That's.
That's in the line of sight.
Yes.
Put it up.
Put it up
See if
higher.
that works.
Absolutely. It's a great idea, Bill. Yeah.
I got a couple game cameras I'm going to use this spring doing that.
Mm-hmm.
See how that works.
See how it works. Yeah. It's a great idea.
But it's 6 minutes to 8. Let me do a
Okay.
quick thing here and
Mhm.
hang tight.
Sure.
As soon as I find it. Boom. This September 26th, 27th, I am now hosting the Western PA Cryptid and Supernatural Expo in Johnstown, Pennsylvania at the Masonic Temple. I spoke there last year and the year before as a fill-in speaker because the one guy had some family issues, a family member being sick and couldn't make it. So they asked me to fill in. And I did, and I was one of the speakers last year. They asked me if I would take over hosting it, and I said I would on as long as we do a few things different, and we are. And so I'm looking forward to that. And Theta Wave Blue Media for all your business needs and personal needs. My intro, my outro are made by him.
Mm.
He does awesome work. I got a lot of respect for Norm. He does great work. So whatever you need, get a hold of him. He does it all. And that's my advertisements for
Yeah, I'm writing it down, Bill. That's great. Okay.
All right.
Yes,
All right. BJ, there is a new type of camera out, game camera, but I sure in hell can't afford to buy them.
Yeah.
I tell her, Bonnie, my friend Bonnie's here, BJ's mom. Get her, Bonnie, get her. She was being mean to me earlier. No, she wasn't. But Sparky says they got game cameras at the Bin Oasis where he goes to
Wow.
for 15. Pick me up too. I never get over there. But yeah, if I do believe you put the game cameras up 20 feet in the air and put a small angle going downwards, I think you could catch something. Yeah. If you want to try it, you're welcome to try it. I want to hear how it works for everyone. It's a interesting theory, and to see if it works. And that's what I tell everyone: try it. Let me know. There's something else we got to do for you. We're going to start with this one.
Oh yeah, that's from a year ago. That same creek right there, the bridge where I parked my car. And that's one deer leg. There were two. Yeah, there they are. That's what I happened upon one afternoon out there.
And I think this is the closer up one.
Mm-hmm.
Those legs were snapped off, and they. The thing is that they were snapped off. They, you can tell they were snapped, and I believe they're from the same deer, but like this one, the meat and fur's off of it, which their legs don't have much meat. So I don't know for sure. But then, like you told me, that they got taken away.
They did one at a time over the course of 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah. And so, that makes it interesting altogether.
Yes, sir. It does.
So we don't know for sure,
right,
what caused it, but can you drive over that bridge?
You can, yes. It's actually it's a state road. It's a 2 to 3 mile stretch of all gravel. but it connects with one of the main roads in the area. Eventually, it is drivable. Yes, and they maintain
Okay.
it well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But anyhow, I didn't get to share your print. My wife's calling me like
It's okay.
crazy. Um, we're going to have to cut this,
Okay.
so we don't have no one down there to help her.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay.
Um, but anyhow, John, we will have you
Yeah.
back on soon.
Well, I'd love to come back. Thank you, Bill.
Definitely. And we will schedule it here within the next week.
Yes, sir.
Because there's more information you have I want to share.
Well, thank you, Bill. Yes.
But it's been a pleasure.
Oh, for me too.
And I'm glad to finally get you on.
Thank you.
But we will, folks, I got to get going because my wife needs me. And my daughter's working, or she'd be down there taking care of her. So thank you, everyone, for joining in. John, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll catch you all later.
This has been the Agents of the Unexplained Paranormal Podcast. Please like, follow, and share on all social media. And remember, the truth is out there.
Bill Rigby leads the way into the strange.